Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel Suri the Desi Coder. In today's video, I will show you how I created a vaccine scheduler using Node.js. A couple of days before, I was trying to find the vaccine slot, but I was not able to find the slot because of so much rush. So I decided, as a software developer, I can do the code. So I decided to write the code to find the slot from using the government APIs. So in this video I will show you the code how I created this, so it may help you. So guys, before getting into the code, let me show you the APIs which I am using for this. So in our browser we have to type Covin. We have to open this Covin platform, and here you will see one admin drop down, and here you will see one link, open API. So when you click on this, you will find the list of APIs, the government APIs, which we can use for the for creating the scheduler. So these are the public APIs provided by the government, and anyone can use these APIs. So here you can see the plenty of APIs, but we don't have to use we don't have to use all APIs. We just have to use three APIs, and those APIs are here. So the first one is state API, and the second one is this one, the district API, and the third one is to find the slot we have to use this API. Let me break down. Let me show you these APIs in Postman, so that you can see the data which is written from this API. So first we have to use this API, the states API. I have already pasted it over here. So send it. You will find the states data here, the all Indian states, and you will find two properties, state ID and state name. So these are the states of India. So what you have to pick from here is the state ID. So we'll use the state ID to find the districts. So let's say I'm picking this ID 11, which is of Gujarat, and I have to put that ID over here, like I have shown here. So let me copy and paste this link and paste it over here. So 11 is the ID of Gujarat state. So when I hit send, I will get all district of Gujarat. Now you will see we got district ID and district name as a property. Now we will use district ID to find the vaccination center within that district. So for example, I'm picking uh, this district ID. So let's copy it, and we have to use this API. So let me copy it and paste it over here, and in place of the district ID I have to write the district ID, which is 770, this one, and you have to put date here, and the date should be in DDMM YYY format, like this. So in you can see the today's date is 12th of June and 2021. So let me put that here. So today's 12 actually, yeah. So 12 June, which is 6 month and 2021, and then hit send. See, here you got everything. You got data from the centers. And in this data you will find the doses which are available for that particular center. So I will show you. I mean there are multiple fields, but not all of these fields are important. So we have to use only these fields. These are the fields which are important, which is name and block name, pin code of that area, and available capacity. Available capacity is the total of dose 1 and dose 2, and then mean as limit and fee type. Fee type is nothing but a free versus paid, and I will show you the mean as limit later on. And now guys, we will open our main file, which is app.js, and here you will find the code, which is the usual code to run your app server. And when you see here, I have imported one file which is from the jobs folder, and check vaccine availability, the file name. And when you search over here, so you will find I have, in this file I have called one method which is init. So let's open this method. So in this file we are using one package, node schedule, which is used to run the cron job. This package has one method which is schedule job. It accepts two parameters. First one is interval of your cron, and the second one is callback function. I made the callback function in another file to keep the code nice. So let me open this file. This is our main file, guys. I mean, we have the main logic over here. So we have init method here which we exported, and we are calling this init method from here. Inside this init method, I'm calling another method which is get appointment by district, and inside that get appointment by district I have just prepared one promise, and whatever data this promise will return, I'm assigning the data to this variable. And inside that promise, what I'm doing, I'm calling one method which is which I have created in request handler. So let me show you that method. So in this method I'm just using the request package, you can see, and you guys know request package is used to call external APIs. So I have just used that, and from here you can see I have passed two things. One is the API URL, and the second one is callback function. The URL and callback function. So URL I'm preparing, you can see I'm preparing the URL here. So I'm preparing, I mean everything I have, I mean the API list and everything I have written in constant file. So let me open that. So you can see here you have API URL. This is the API, and I'm attaching the district ID, and the district ID is also is inside the constant. So district ID is, at the moment, is 770, which is for Ahmedabad Corporation. You can use your district ID over here, and then appointment date, which is the today's date, 12/6/21, and the format of this date is DDMM and YYYY. So the URL so this URL will become like this. Find district API, and then district ID, and then your this is the district ID, which in our case it is 770, and then date, in our case it is 12/06 and 2021. Fine. So we pass this URL to this to get method, and it will return the data, and when it will return the data we will resolve the data using the promise, and if we have error then it will reject. So when it resolves the data, we are sending the data to data, and if there is an error then we will display the error. Once we have the data, we are passing the data to print data function. So print data is used to print the data, and you can see we have the code here. Let me show you the data structure again. So this API which we call, it returns the data in this format. So we have session array, and inside that session array we have fields, like these are the fields, and one object is for one block. So for example, this object is for the block which is uh, at the moment the block is NA here, but you can see the name of that center, the center ID, and the center name and address and everything. You can see the pin code and fee type, session ID, date, which we mentioned here, and the available capacity. At the moment for the center the available capacity is 0. So as I earlier shown you, like we only use this field. These are the important fields at the moment. So here I'm filtering the data based on dose 1, like dose, if dose 1 is greater than 0 and yes the available capacity also greater than 0, you can remove it because there is no need of this then, because you are checking for dose 1 only. So we can remove this. And then as I told you earlier, like mean age limit is something. If I show you here, so there are two types of mean limit. One is for 18 and another is 45. So let me show you in constant file. At the moment I have 18. So 18 is, so there are two values for mean age limit, 18 and 45. 18 for 18 to 44 group, and the value 45 is for 45 plus age. So this is how we can filter the data. So at the moment we have mean age limit is 18, so we are just showing the data which is for 18 to 44 age group. So I have compared that uh, here, and now I'm iterating. So now we have filtered data in data session, and I'm again checking the length of data session. If it is greater than 0, then I'm iterating on it, and then I'm inside the for each I'm just printing the name, pin code, and available capacity, and the appointment date. At the moment we don't need those two because we have this check over here. We are checking for those one only, so you can remove this line. But what we will do at the moment, we will check using the available capacity. So if we have available capacity greater than 0, we'll show the data. Doesn't matter for the dose 1 and dose 2, we are showing everything. So let me uncomment this line. And in case if I don't have the data registration dot length greater than 0, then I'm showing no data found. And here as well, if the API government API returns nothing, then I'm also saying no data found. Perfect. So let me show you in terminal how it returns the data, how our scheduler works. So ready for that. So what we'll do, we will do just npm start. It will start our scheduler first, fetching, and you can see the data, and it is running in every 3 seconds. So you can see fetching and fetching. You see fetching, and then 1 2 3 and fetching. Now 1 2 3 fetching. So this is how it works. I mean, it is fetching the data in every interval. So for example, if there is no availability at the moment, but there may be availability after few seconds, few minutes, so you will get the latest data at that moment. You can, and then you can find, you can go to the Coven app to book the appointment. So let me break down this thing. So as you can see here, we are printing the name of the center and the pin code and available capacity of dose 1 and dose 2 and this date. I hope guys you enjoyed the video and you find something interesting. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe my channel as well. Thank you so much for watching my video. Bye bye.